Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Easy Scripture. Today, I'll be showing you how to cut a belt trouser. Initially, we've done a tutorial on how to cut a belt trouser, but this one, I want to be showing you more like an upgraded version to make it more easier for you to cut a belt trouser. So now, your knee measurement, considering your knee measurement, so I'll be doing the tutorial using our knee measurement, because if you notice, when you see some red-knee trousers, you discover that the knee, from the knee part to the round leg, is somehow fitted, somehow slim. So we'll be considering how come we're able to have that tiny leg, you having that proper pencil trousers you wanted. So the measurement to be using for this one, for the knee measurement, is 22, the full length is 41, the waist is 35, the thigh is 24, the round leg is 14, and also round knee, that knee point, the round knee, is 18 for this measurement. So please, let's quickly apply our measurement. So firstly, we're applying our knee measurement. The knee measurement is 22 plus half inches seam allowance. Don't forget, we have 22 and half. So now, the full length is 41. So don't forget, from the last tutorial I explained that the wideness of that band is 1.5. So now 41 minus 1.5 gives you 39.5. So 39 plus seam allowance, that's the seam allowance for the round leg and the waistline, that's 1 inches. So 39.5 plus 1 gives you 40.5. So the shortcut you can apply here is the full length minus half inches. You have 40.5. So then you had your folding allowance at the round leg. That's way. So now let's conclude with this part. At this round leg, for you to have a well-balanced trouser, the round leg is 14. 14 divided by 2 gives us 7. So you mark 1 inches here because the leg is not completely straight. So 1 inches, then you mark your 7 inches for round leg. So the seam allowance for this will be added to the back part. Will be added to the round part. So here we have this 1 inches. You are going to trim it and then you connect it to, before the side pocket. That's where we'll be trimming it out. So now let's apply our waist. The waist is 35. 35 divided by 35 divided by 4. 35 divided by 2 should give you what? That will be 17.5. 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. Half divided by 2 is, that's 8.5 quarter. So approximately we have 9. So 9 plus seam allowance, which is the joining allowance along the zip line and the side pocket, which is 1 inch, makes it 10. So now we mark our 10 inches. Now come down a little bit. Now for the pocket, for this part, for the pocket allowance, you have 10 inches here. You'll be adding 1 inches for pocket allowance, which makes it 11. Now, for this fellow, that length is 41. It's advisable because so many people are complaining that when they sit, the crotch is kind of coming inside and it's inconveniencing them. So for somebody with 41 inches, it's advisable for you to use 9.5 for the crotch. So you mark your 9.5 along this 11. So now the thigh is 24. 24 divided by 2, that's 12. So we have at 12. So plus seam allowance. We have 10. So these 2 inches. Then you connect this line to this part and then you curve it this way. So now, don't forget, we have a knee measurement here, which is 18. So 18 divided by 2 gives you 9. But don't forget that we are trimming 1 inches from this part. So if we trim 1 inches from here, it means at this point, it should be remaining about half inches, about 0.5. So 0.5 plus 9 inches, which is the knee measurement, gives us 9.5 this way and this way. So this is the half inches we are trimming. It means we are connecting this knee measurement to our crotch, and then we are connecting this knee point to the round leg. Don't mind me, I love using freehand sketch. So it means you are connecting it this way to this point, and then you are connecting the round leg this way to this place. So it gives you the same curve, just like when you use your tape, like I showed you in our first video, when you use your tape this way. The only difference is it helps this knee to come inside a bit. So this is it. And then for your pocket, the wideness standard is 2. And then the depth, that's the size of it, is 7. So you notch this place a little and you notch this place a little. And for you to get your zip point, it's advisable for you to check. And another way for you to form this curve, we have 2 here. You can as well measure 2 here. Now, as you can see, even without measurement, my curve ends where the 2 is supposed to be. So as you have 2 here, you measure 2 here for you to curve it out to that same 2. So meaning, check where the curve begins. This is the 2. So you can just measure half inches upward a little to notch for your zip allowance. And also at this point, to avoid that bulging effect here, that when a man dresses, that you see this place, the zip part swollen. So it's advisable for you to trim a minimum of half inches or 0.75. So you trim it and you connect it to the top of this pocket, your notch here. You trim it and slant it, and you give it a straight slant to this point this way. So let's cut. So let's cut so I can show you how to cut the back. So you carefully curve this part and then cut this way. So then this way. So we have our front pieces this way, and then just take it and you place it, turning it the other way. But be careful whenever you are cutting a trouser or you are cutting any fabrics and you want to turn it as against each other. Be careful if your fabric is not having pattern, because if it's having pattern and the pattern is facing towards one direction, if you turn it the other way, it may happen that the front part, the pattern will be correct, and then the other part will be upside down. So you need to be careful so that you won't make that mistake, because it can be very painful, you not having enough fabric left to cut or make adjustments. So now at this point, now these are front pieces. Now I want to cut the back. What you do now is you come to this crotch. For an adult, it's advisable you measure 3 at this point. So now rule a straight line. Okay? So to help you have your curve here. Now come to this part, the top of your waist, measure 1 inch. This 1 inch will have effect when you are taking the dart along the back pocket line. This 1 inch. And then you consider how the person has hip. For this person, we'll be using 2 inches for the hip allowance for this fabric. So now with this 3 marking, you are only going to be connecting it this way. And then you connect this one this way. Then you are bringing this line to connect it with the side join. That's the pocket this way. And then you come down to the round leg. You measure 2 inches. Remember I said the joining allowance for this round leg, since we have 14, and we measured 7 here. The joining allowance will be added to the back, and that's the reason why we're adding 2 to this part, meaning 1 inches will go for the front, same allowance on this side and on this side, and the other 1 inches will go for the back part on this side and on this side. So at this point, we have all the markings we need. So now, to give you another shortcut, just we'll cut this part first, and then we'll cut it out so that you can bring the front part forward for it to have the same curve along the back part. So let's cut the back part this way. So make sure, don't forget to cut your flap. So a straight slant. This is the flap you need for your pocket. Don't forget we are trimming 1 inches away from here, so you can if the fabric is not too thick, you may trim both at the same time. And don't forget we have a target. You are going to have a straight slant. This is the half inches at the neck point, and then take it that way. So this way we have the front and the back. Now you move these pieces forward, the round leg along the 2 inches marking for the round leg, then this one as well, you put it along the crotch. So now if you check here, we're having our 3 inches that we measured here. If you measure at this round leg, you're having the 2 inches also. So then you trim it out. So this is the flap for the zip part. This is the flap for the pocket part. Now move it back up. You realign them and then fold it a little. So now what we want to do next is this. Our pocket, you notch this part a little. Notch this part a little. And then don't forget this half, this 0.5 or 0.75 as the case may be, is what you are trimming out here. And then the zip point, this way. So this is more like another method for you to cut a belt trouser. I have a video on how to cut a belt trouser we've uploaded sometimes ago, maybe like 4 months ago. You can also reach out to that one to watch it so that you can compare and see the one that is much more easier for you to do. Don't worry, I'm looking at how I want to make some other videos. In fact, for women dress, very soon I'll be making video on how to cut different necks for blouse, different blouse neck, the sweetheart neck, the off shoulder, the round, the four corner, the V, different necks. I will get the fabrics that we can use to cut different necks, and I'll tell you like an average measurement that you can use for an adult or for a kid. But for now, this is the belt trouser. And then very soon, according to if somebody requested from one of our tutorials that we should do a tutorial on how to sew a belt trouser A to Z, how to sew a belt trouser. Don't worry, very soon we'll do that tutorial and we'll upload it so that everyone can benefit from it. So don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe and hit the button, the bell beside it, so that you'll be notified anytime we drop another video. So thank you very much. This is Easy Scripture, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.